Hey guys, it's Britt. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are making our whole food plant-based vanilla pudding. This recipe is really simple. If you guys know, we made a chocolate pudding years ago that has been raved about. So I'll link that up above. But I've been asked a lot about vanilla pudding, and this recipe came out in the membership a long time ago, like all of ours. Those guys get it first, and I'm so excited today to finally share it with you guys. We are officially in the third trimester, getting ready for our little boy's appearance pretty soon. I might be a little bit more out of breath than usual when making this video due to pregnancy. Before we get into it, I just wanted to share, over the weekend, we had my baby shower, which was so much fun. Oh my gosh. We had a whole food plant-based, SOS-free baby shower. I contacted a local catering company and explained to them what our needs were. They did a fantastic job. So if you're in Pittsburgh and you need a whole food plant-based catering company, I have a name for you. Private message me, I'll give you that name. I actually sent them all of our recipes to make for the shower, and they did such a great job. I was really clear on products that we liked. We actually made it even gluten-free because some of our guests that were coming were gluten-free. So I told them like what breadcrumbs to use. We used veggified breadcrumbs for our recipes that had a breading. So they were just carrots and potatoes in the breadcrumbs, which is awesome. And they just were really receptive. We had the best time. So I'll post some pictures on the screen of what we had. So as you walked your way through like the buffet line, we had a beautiful salad bar. So we had salad with 2 different dressings. We had a ranch dressing and a like honey mustard dressing. Both of them are whole food plant-based, SOS free. The ranch recipe actually came out with our buffalo wings inside the membership. So if you want that ranch recipe, which again, people have been really hyping up, it's really good. Check out our membership down below. I'll post in the show notes like what everything we did and which recipes are available and which ones are a membership recipe. We kind of did half and half. Along with the ranch, we also had like raw vegetables. So they were all kind of chopped up and arranged really beautifully, and people could dip. They had a little ranch on the side for that, along with the salad. The honey mustard recipe will be coming out soon to our channel, so stay tuned for that one. Again, beautiful fruit spread. Who doesn't love fruit and veggies? Super easy to do. Our main course that we did our chickpea piccata recipe, which I did a couple years ago on this channel, and it was so good, so fun. We love it. It went over really well. It was beautiful. People really love that one too. And then we also had our chicken parmesan, not chicken, but you guys get it, whole food plant-based, our chicken replacement. And that one went over really well as well. So we had a great turnout. That one came out in the membership too recently, that everyone kind of loved having the option. Because chickpea piccata has like a lemony, capery taste, and the chicken parmesan chicken also is like a different flavor palette. So it was really nice to give the option for either an or. And then we did our penne casserole dish, which you can find on our YouTube channel, which everyone loves. And so fun. Yeah, we just like had the best time. So that was kind of our main spreads. And then we also did a mocktail bar. So I gave some mocktail recipes to them to use. So we had our mojito recipe, which is on this channel, really beautifully refreshing. We gave them a couple other ones as well. And then for the desserts, I actually did all the desserts. So I'm a little ambitious to do the majority of your baby showers desserts for like around 40 people, but I always wanted to have my hand in creating something for our little guy. I have plans to do his birthday cakes, and you know, we're obviously going to be whole food plant-based when he gets here, and we have been for the past 8+ years. And so I really wanted to have my hand in like creating something really delicious and special. So we made our chocolate cream cheesecake, which is on this channel. It was a family recipe that I made whole food plant-based. That's my husband's birthday cake. It's very special to us. So it was like a little way of some family members that we loved to kind of be a part of this because it came from a beloved family member. So it was kind of a nice, I'm a big sentimental person if you can't tell. I try to do a lot of stuff with meaning, and stuff is very meaningful to me. So it was important to have her cake there. And we also did our box brownies, which came out in the membership, which were delicious and very chocolatey. And we did a raspberry layered cake, which it's vanilla cake with raspberry and kind of a cream cheese filling. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Such a great time to make it for spring holidays. So if you celebrate Easter, or if you're looking for like a great summer, spring birthday cake, that's the one to make. Again, it came out in the membership. Oh my gosh, so many things are out in the membership that have been a favorite. So I'll post all about the membership too down below. If you want to join, we do a live cooking class every month. We put out all the recipes ahead of time. Like I said, those guys have had this recipe that we're going to do today forever. And we had a great turnout for our baby shower. Everyone loved the food. I was really excited that it was all whole food plant-based, SOS free. That was really important to me. And it wasn't like that hard to make it happen. So I just wanted to share that. It was really a great day. We had beautiful weather. We got some really beautifully picked items that were really special, and we just love spending it with everyone. So yeah, I'll post some pictures of the shower on the screen. It was just a fabulous day. It's one that I will always remember. But yeah, so that's what's been happening. So that's why this video didn't come out earlier in the week. I was still kind of like trying to get my house in order from the shower and cooking a bunch of different desserts and putting everything back. So we're gonna get started. So this recipe can be found down below or on our website for free printable PDF. You can go over there and print it out. We always include grams as well. So if you're in the UK or you want to use grams, you can do that. It's super easy. This recipe, again, pairs so great with the chocolate pudding. So if you want to do like a layered pudding, like chocolate, vanilla, that is fantastic, a parfait. You also can freeze these in popsicle molds, just like you can the chocolate pudding. So if chocolate isn't necessarily your thing as well, this can be a good one. So we need 2 cups of roasted Japanese sweet potatoes. Now, if you can't find Japanese sweet potatoes, can you still make this with a different color, regular sweet potato? Yes, the coloring will be off, but it still works. So it's not like you can't have this recipe. Just know that I picked this for that reason. The flavors are slightly different, but not enough that I would tell you don't make it. If you can find the Japanese sweet potatoes, they are amazing and so good and perfect for this one. So that's my little disclaimer. I'm gonna get a lot of emails asking if I can use a regular sweet potato. You can. No one's gonna stop you. The coloring will just be on the orange side when you go to do this. But if you wanna use something else like a Hannah yam, or even like the purple sweet potatoes are really beautiful. If you're doing this for like Easter, that could be really fun. You can do whatever you'd like as long as it's a sweet potato, but preferably a Japanese sweet potato is how I make it personally. So 2 cups. Now I've just roasted these in the oven. So with the skins on, I just poke a bunch of little slits in it with a knife all around it, and I bake it generally at 375 for about 45 minutes, depending on if you have a really large Japanese sweet potato or a little guy, the time will be off, but you will be a little bit different. But you just want to peek at it around 40 minutes, I would say, and then maybe every 10 minutes after that. And you'll notice that it's done because the skin starts to kind of wrinkle up. It also gets nice and ooey and gooey and caramelized. But this is my favorite way to cook sweet potatoes. So we're gonna take off the skin of this, and the inside of it is this like beautiful yellow flesh that really works well with making vanilla pudding. So I love this recipe. And then I just get a measuring cup, and I like to pack it in for this guy. Now, if you're doing this straight from the oven, this can still be warm. So I recommend refrigerating your vanilla pudding for at least about an hour before you go to serve it. You want it to be chilled, preferably pretty cold when you go to serve it. No one wants warm vanilla pudding, so keep that in mind. And then again, depending on like the size of your sweet potato, you might have extra left over. Anything that we have left over, I love having it as a snack or using it for something else. But just go ahead and scoop in. We're doing 2 cups, so this is 1 that I've scooped to the top. We're gonna add it to a high-speed blender. And I'm gonna do a second one. And really, it's really an easy recipe. It's starting to get to be nicer weather here, so this can be a really fun one for those like warmer days, which I can't wait for. I'm ready for it not to be cold anymore. All right, I'm gonna open a second one. This guy, I'm gonna add to a salad that I'm gonna have after I get done filming this. Super easy though. Make sure I have enough. And again, I just kind of really make sure that cup is pretty full. I will have grams listed if you want to make sure you're doing it exactly the same weight. That guy looks good. Okay, that is the star of our recipe for today. But we're gonna also make it taste like vanilla pudding. So that's like the bulk of it. It really has a nice thickness to it. Obviously the fiber is still included. We're gonna do 1 1/4 cup of plant milk, unsweetened. So I have that here. That's gonna help our blender out and help us move everything along. I have 5 pitted medjool dates that I have as well. This is our sweetener of choice. It really helps it not to taste so much like sweet potato, but caramelized and really a sweet dish that you can have as a dessert. So 5 pitted dates, I think, is the perfect amount. You can play around with that if you are just starting off being whole food plant-based, or you're making it for people that aren't necessarily plant-based. You may want to increase that, but we always do 5. And then I have a teaspoon of vanilla bean powder. Now we get ours off of Amazon. I just keep these in the pantry. It's just vanilla beans that they've scraped and made into a powder. So it should be a dark color. Someone recently asked me that their vanilla powder was white. And if it is white, it probably has other stuff inside of it. So make sure you read. The only ingredient should be vanilla bean for this. But a teaspoon goes in. And that's really the star of the show because it's gonna make it taste like vanilla pudding. All right, we're gonna pop the lid on. We're gonna blend until nice and smooth. And then again, you're gonna refrigerate this for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half if you have time, or 2 hours. You really want it to be nice and cold before you go and serve it. Once everything is blended together, again, and you've chilled it, we're gonna pretend that it's been an hour and a half and I have this nice and cold. You can go ahead and add it to your serving dishes. So the way that we usually do this is I have some really fun glasses that we love to top it in. And then I like to do kind of a parfait style with fruit. So you can do berries, like blueberries and vanilla pudding go great together. You could do raspberries, strawberries. I also really love it with like slices of banana, kind of like a banana pudding vibe. You also could throw in a couple bananas to this recipe and make it a banana pudding, which is fantastic. We'll make a separate video on like exactly how I make it banana pudding, upcoming video for sure, but little tip for you guys if you guys do like banana pudding. But I just like to slice up, so I'm gonna do that today since we have some. Slice it up, you can do some slices of banana, the vanilla pudding, slices of banana, and you can make it as fancy as you want. So again, have fun with it. You can do mint with this. We just love it. You could freeze this in popsicle molds. Really, really beautiful. And you just want to make sure it's nice and smooth, that all of the dates are really broken up. Again, pretend you made this cold. This is probably not as cold as I would like it. I need to pop it into into our refrigerator, but really, really good, guys. It has such a beautiful notes of the dates and the vanilla that it's so good. And if you haven't tried, you know, having sweet potatoes in with your desserts, it is such a great way to use them. Really gives you a little bit of sweetness just because they're roasted, but we just adore this. So this has been a great thing to have while pregnant and not, but we love serving this to guests. They really enjoy it as well, and I think you guys will. So be sure to subscribe, give this video a comment, be sure to go print off the PDF, and I will see you guys around. If you have any questions about our whole food plant-based baby shower, I can even make a separate video on that. Again, it was a really great time, and it was amazing that the whole catering was whole food plant-based, SOS free. So things like that definitely can happen. If it's important to you, you can make it happen. And it's something I am really happy that we went and did. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much. Enjoy the vanilla pudding. Bye.